So someone asked me a question. I think his name was Lieutenant Pepper, and he wanted to know about using tonality to control logic. Now I'm assuming that he means on the desktop because in iOS it's pretty simple just to use it as a MIDI controller. But when you go to iOS, or I mean to desktop rather, you're going to either do one or two things. There's an app called MIDI Mitter that will allow you to use it as a Bluetooth where you can use the pads to control chords, or you'll plug a USB-C cable in from your iPad to your MacBook or whatever you're on. I'm assuming you're on MacBook. Obviously, you're using Logic. And then you'll go into this little settings tab at the bottom down here. Let me put my mouse on here so you can see where I'm at. So this little settings tab down here, and then you're going to go to sound. MIDI input is right here. So if you got an input source, but make sure that send MIDI out is on, and then disable the sound font. See, there's a sound font in here that can play different custom sounds within it, but you want to make sure that's disabled so that you're only hearing what is plugged into. Then when you get on Logic, it should see the iPad. You should be able to recognize it. Tonality should show up in there. Kind of like I have it open here. If I go to MIDI, or not MIDI, I'm sorry. If I go here and I pick an instrument, let's just pick a piano of some sort. Give it a second to get up. And you see how tonality output is there? That's a virtual one. So now when I go back here, I'm using it to play that piano. It's going to be the same thing when you plug into the computer. You're going to have to acknowledge the iPad as a device, go into Logic, and then find that virtual output. Make sure you go back to settings, send MIDI out needs to be on, and you should be able to use it from the iPad to actually control your other devices. If you're in an MPC or some device like that, they'll usually have it under the Bluetooth settings, and then you need to pair it, and then you should be able to see it that way. All right. Hope that helps. And until the next one, I'm out.